What it do, STLive crew? It's your boy Sue.
I'm Tamer, and we're about to launch our new series, Division Review. We're doing the NFC South today. Let's get into it.
All right, now first team on our chopping block is Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got a really good QB, Tom Brady. You already know, and they added a really good O linebacker, outside linebacker, Jason Pierre-Paul. He's good, but I'd be scared because he fractured his vertebrae last offseason in a car accident. They signed him to 2 years. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but hey, it helps their defense out. They also got a really good wide receiver, Brian Mitchell from the CFL. So I think he'll give some good competition off to Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and he'll probably take the place of their backup Perryman that they just let go in free agency. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I agree with you. Tom Brady, he's the GOAT. If anyone says he's not the GOAT, they're just insane. Um,
Yep,
Tom Brady's gonna lead that team, and he's gonna throw way less interceptions than Jameis Winston did. Same
I
amount of
agree.
touchdowns or more. You never even know because he'll get the ball more because he doesn't throw it to the defender. So. Um, they got Ndamukong Suh a extension, so they got a backup kicker in him. That's great. Always good to have one. But seriously, he fills up the run gaps pretty well. And they
Yeah,
also got Shaq Barrett, outside linebacker, led the NFL in sacks in 2019, so that will help on the defensive side. And 14th pick in the draft, they can pick up
yes,
a
sir.
lot of good people.
Anybody,
Anybody.
anybody. Yep.
Quarterback,
There's
offensive lineman. You never know. We'll see what they
you
do with
never
it.
know. Yep. On to the next one.
Next up, we got the Carolina Panthers. A lot of things happened this offseason for them. A big thing, Cam Newton and the Panthers, they have gone separate ways now. I had
Yep.
high hopes for Cam Newton. I am
I did too.
personally a
That's
big fan
sad.
of him. I kind of wanted them to bounce back, lead that team to the playoffs again, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. But they picked up Teddy Bridgewater, 5-0, but can he stay healthy? Back in his earlier days with the Minnesota Vikings, he got injured a lot, and the question is, can he play 16 games in the NFL and play like he did those 5 games in New Orleans, or did they
I think he
waste
can.
a
I
lot
think
of?
he can.
You think he can?
I believe in him, bro. He showed everybody who doubted him wrong that he could, and he did it against
But
good teams
but will
too.
he stay healthy?
That anybody could get injured at any point. It's just a matter of they need to surround him with good enough players to protect him. The O
Yeah.
line, a running back that can protect him. Like they got Christian McCaffrey, a really good running back. I like him. I think I think he got it, bro. If anybody could change this Panthers team around, it's him. I think so.
I really think so. He does have Seth Roberts from the Baltimore Ravens. I'm a Ravens fan, so I'm pretty familiar with Seth Roberts. He is
Yeah,
a selfless player. He's willing to block for Christian McCaffrey, for Teddy Bridgewater. So, he's a selfless player. He'll catch. He's well-rounded. But what
they
do you
also
think?
got Robbie Anderson,
Hmm,
wide receiver out of the Jets. Man, I'm a Redskins fan. I was hoping he would come to the Redskins. Like he's fast. He's I just like him. He has good footwork. And the crazy thing is, the new coach of Carolina was Robbie Anderson's old coach in college.
wow.
So I think that's gonna end up being like the offense. Just listening to it just sounds loaded. DJ Moore, Samuel, McCaffrey, Bridgewater, Anderson. That's a loaded team, bro.
I don't know. They
They
lost Luke
a
Kuechly.
tight
That's like
yeah.
huge
They lost
on the
the defensive
defense.
player and they also lost Greg Olson. They don't have a
Yeah.
tight end now.
They don't got the lucky tank. Cam and Olsen, they're gone. It's
Yep, bro.
crazy.
They messed up. Hey, but they had the seventh pick in the draft. and that seventh pick can get you a really good player.
Yeah, I don't know. They could go offense, a superstar wide receiver. They could go defense, someone to replace Luke Kuechly. There's a lot of
Yeah,
things they can do with that. So
I think
we'll
so.
see what they do with it.
We'll we'll have to wait and see, I guess.
Yeah. Moving on to the next team.
On to the next team. And now we're on to the Saints. The big question I think is Taysom Hill coming back? I know a lot of people don't like him. They don't think he's a good player, but I think he's a major player in their offense. He can do anything. I mean anything. Whoa, Taysom Hill is crazy. Quarterback, wide receiver. He can block a tight end, special teams guy, running back. Bro, that's why they let go of Teddy Bridgewater. Taysom Hill can do it all.
But he can't. He's a gimmick player. That's all he is. He
Nah, bro.
Have you seen him play a full game as quarterback? If the wide receiver has 5 feet of separation, anyone can make that throw. You can make that throw. I can make that throw. And the trick plays that they do, the wide receiver is always going to be open, so he can just chuck it open to the guy. But in the NFL, as a QB, you're going to have inches of separation. You got to get it in tight. And that's what Drew Brees, who has a 2-year deal, can do. And they have Michael Thomas, Drew Brees, 2-year deal with Drew Brees. So,
They
you
just
know,
got Emmanuel Sanders.
they did. That's
I
a
like
huge
I
pickup.
like that. I like that. They also got Alvin Kamara. I mean, it's their offense like every year it's looking stacked. Their defense, which I really, really, really like, they just got Malcolm Jenkins from the Eagles. He's a good
Back home.
safety.
He's back home where he belongs.
DJ Swearinger, bro, that's my guy. He played with the Redskins. Straight up beast. DJ Swearinger, that's my guy. They also got Alonzo, the linebacker from the Dolphins. He's good too.
Yeah,
So
he played pretty good last year.
I mean, anything can happen. I think the Saints strongest team in their division
But
for
if you
sure.
look at Teddy Bridgewater, he has left. And Drew Brees is 41 years old right now.
Yeah, he might get injured.
He gets injured, you got to put Taysom Hill. And
Taysom Hill's goaded.
Taysom Hill is a gimmick. He's not going to be a NFL quarterback. He's not a Lamar Jackson, a Patrick Mahomes, a Tom Brady, a Drew Brees.
He doesn't have to be that good if he's a backup. He just has to be able to do it. Throw, scramble, make the good throws, and he does that.
He
He has
can't
a good
make.
relation.
We haven't seen him throw in a
I have.
actual game.
Yeah, I have. He threw a 67-yard touchdown to Alvin Kamara last year.
Yeah,
That's
but
how I
he
won
was
my
wide open.
fantasy
He was
game.
wide open.
Doesn't matter. That's a pretty far throw.
Well, Malcolm Jenkins is huge. So
Yeah, Malcolm
if
Jenkins,
Drew
DJ
Brees
Swearinger.
stays healthy, I think they're going to be stacked.
Yep, I agree.
Moving on to the next team. Last but not least, we got the Atlanta Falcons. Todd
Yes,
Gurley,
sir.
big name, All-Pro Offensive Player in 2017. He has produced, but with
He has what it
injury,
takes.
is that going to stop him? Is injury going to stop him from getting those
I don't
big
think so.
plays? You don't think
Think
so?
so. I don't think so. I think he got it. Like I won't even lie. It's it's like the mentality you have plays a big part in a lot of things. So I'm thinking Todd Gurley getting kicked, like released by the Rams, put a chip on his back. That's like he's gonna have to produce if he wants to another contract. They signed him to a 1 year because they didn't know if he could produce. But if he wants to stay on an NFL team, he has to produce this year. And I think surrounded by Julio, Calvin Ridley, Hayden Hurst, really good tight end, free agent, and Matt Ryan with the new good team, I think he can produce. I really do.
I am a huge fan of Hayden Hurst. It hurt to see him go,
It
and
hurts to see him go.
yeah, it does. He was selfless. He would block, and he was fast for a tight end. He had a lot of
Pretty speed, bro.
wheels,
He's good.
like.
I like him. Yep.
But the Falcons lost Devontae Freeman, and personally, I think he has been more consistent in his career. Like he doesn't have like the arthritis issue that Todd Gurley has. So, and it's
Yeah, I
always
agree.
good to have two running backs that are pretty good in the NFL. So, if Todd Gurley can't get back to what he was, it's gonna
Yep.
be a bad loss. But they picked up the XFL linebacker Edmund Robinson from the Houston Roughnecks. They were 5-0 before the league got
Shut
uh,
down.
shut down. Yeah, so I think if he plays like he did in the XFL, the Falcons could be pretty good.
They also just got Leroy Reynolds and Deion Jones. They're two good linebackers. So I think their linebackers, their pass rush with Dante Fowler from the Rams also. I like him, the end. I think their pass rush and their linebackers is going to be good, but I think they need to pick up some secondary with the 16th pick in the draft. They're going to need to pick up some secondary safety or
Mm,
maybe a corner. I think that's what they need to do.
yeah. All right. We'll talk about this and we will rank the teams best to worst. So we'll see y'all there.
Yep. So what's up, guys? We're rating like the standings, what we think is going to happen next year in this division. Personally, I think the Saints are going to be number one. What do you think, Tamara?
I actually agreed with you there. They got a lot of offense and Malcolm Jenkins to provide some defense. So
Yep.
number one in the
But
division.
number two for me is the Falcons. I
No.
think they're going to produce. Offense is a major key in the NFL. I think that might just overcome it. What do you think?
Number two, you got Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're going to produce a lot of offense, and if the defense stays solid like they did at the end of the season this season, then I think they could produce some big numbers. So yeah,
Number three for me is the Panthers. I think the
Falcons.
Panthers are good offense, bro. They're going to show up.
I
New
mean,
coaching staff, new players, new QB. QB is a good thing in the NFL. If you have a right QB, right locker room presence, he might just overcome good things. So I
yeah.
think he might do it.
I mean, I see what you mean, but like I have a lot of doubt there. So I picked the Falcons because I think their team looks better on paper and
Yeah.
they've been to the Super Bowl lately and more lately than the Panthers, and I think they are gonna be a bit better than the Panthers. Not by much though. So
Last but not least for me, this is surprising, but the Bucks. Their defense is better than the Panthers, but I just don't think like Tom Brady is good and all. He's the GOAT. I'll give him his credit. He did things that we all imagined nobody could do. Like he's crazy, but this last year with the Patriots showed me that he's losing his spark. He's losing his touch. I don't think he got it the way he got it before. You can say the Patriots didn't have the good offensive keys that they had, but it's just I don't see he's gonna do good, but I don't see anything crazy. And they do not have any good running backs. They just lost Barber that came to the Redskins recently. And I'm sorry, but Howard, their tight end, I am sorry, he is horrible. I am sorry.
I see what you're saying, but I feel like the reason that Brady didn't do good is the offensive coordinator on Tampa Bay on New England, and I think with Tampa Bay, he's gonna have fun playing football again. He's gonna go out there, be happy, have fun, and when you're having fun, you score a
Yeah,
lot of points. And
I
I
agree.
think the defense is gonna hold up for most of the season. They're gonna have a few bad games. That's why I have them at number two, but I think, the Panthers are not going to be even close to good because I have doubts in Teddy Bridgewater. I have doubts in a lot of things. They didn't do a lot. They just think Teddy
Yeah,
Bridgewater is going to fix the whole thing, but the defense is not adding up for me. So, yeah.
I agree with you.
Well,
That's the conclusion for our first ever division in this new series.
Comment
We'll
down
catch
below
y'all.
what division you want
Yep.
us to do next, and we'll be sure to do it.
And we'll see y'all next division.
Peace.